Hey everybody. It's September 10th, 2025. This is part 4 of the series, Finding God. You'll see a number after them. They're all good. Feel free to watch them. So, we always want something. It's the feeling of life. We want to find God through whatever we do. And even if we don't know, we want to feel something from the activity that we do. We would like to feel it all the time. So we can never, everything that we get is inside of us. Everything that's happening to you has always happened inside of you. So what I'm getting at is you can't get nothing externally. There's nothing to get. You tend to want knowledge really fast. You want the answer really fast. And a lot of people bullshit. Most of them all. But God is actually inside of you. As I just stated, you'll never get anything outside of you. You always feel it from within. And no matter what activity you try to do, you're trying to feel something. Even watching something on YouTube, you always want to feel the life that you are. It's why you even think. It's why your brain even has questions. So, because when the questions end, they're just to get you to feel the inside of you. There's nothing outside of you. So, finding God finding reality, you are observing it from the inside. So it is inside of you. Everything is. All your emotions, the way you react towards something, you're not choosing that because you're just doing it out of a program or out of something habitual. You're not conscious to how you're reacting. If you become conscious to how you're reacting and the energy that you're sending out, which is negative or positive, well, that's how you feel. So basically, beyond our thoughts, when you stop thinking and you pay attention to your thoughts long enough and stop trying to think more, you actually begin to feel. And feeling, it's not an emotion. It's actually feeling life. Life all around us, this whole reality that we're in, whether you call it a matrix, a simulation, it has a fundamental feeling. The feeling of life. The feeling of God. It has nothing to do with a thought. You can think all you want. And it's when you stop thinking that you begin to feel the life that you are. A lot of people ain't ready for this. A lot of people don't know about this. Some people know that you're more than your thoughts. You're more than your soul. But what does it mean to be a soul? Well, it means to feel it. And it is below your thoughts. Before your thoughts, it's who you are, just a seeing being. Or it's above your thoughts. Because God, what is He? No one ever told you if you heard of God. I'll tell you what God is very easily. It's the feel of life. When you feel this, you're in utter happiness, almost like it can't be contained. You feel love. It's the best feeling in the world. We're all coming back to this. It's the nature of who we are. The fundamental feel of reality. What is reality? You can tell me what you think. It's just there. It's not a conceptual idea. It's not a thought. It doesn't matter what you think about it. Reality is a fundamental feeling inside of you, which is bursting with life. That's why it's positive. That's why it's love. And that's why it's happiness. It's the best feeling in the world. It's the only feeling in the world. Babies, they're always in feeling their life. You can see this when you look at them. Babies, they don't really think. They don't, actually, at all. And you can see this. Really, reality in you, you're just seeing this. There's no description. There's nothing really to see. There's no reason to get descriptive. So what hell really is, it's a manifestation of our own thoughts. What hell is a manifestation of our own thoughts. So when you think of something evil, negative, it's projected from your own thoughts. And if you listen to your thoughts close enough, you'll see they cause headaches. Who wants a headache? They cause tension. They basically eventually feels like hell. Because your mind creates the problem. And if you actually watch it, you'll become so annoyed of your mind. Actually, people, they get so caught up in their mind, their thoughts, they actually think they think that they are the thought that they're having. They become it. But that's where hell is. Not being able to stop your mind. Living through the mind. Because we actually are a sense, the feeling of life itself. That it's beyond thoughts. And it's right here. And since it is alive and it's always living, it's the best feeling in the world. Simply, you have to deassociate from your thoughts instead of actually living them, which for most people, it's just absolute hell. It's like their mind is always spinning. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. Because their mind, your mind, is the problem. In fact, you don't even have a mind. Your focus is just up here. You have a focus that's actually behind your mind. You have an awareness, an intention that is, it's encumbered in your body. If you focus in that, it takes a stillness, and for you to actually pay attention to it and feel it more so. So if people are talking fast all the time, you're never going to understand. Never. A lot of people that even talk about God or what reality is, it's just the feel. It's the feel of why you're alive. There is no description. There is no science. Basically, there is the invisible life. It's invisible. Okay? Let me see this. The life inside of you, the soul, it's invisible. And I can prove it to you very easily. Most other people can't. And it's why I'm here. To simply explain it. Because, first of all, have you ever felt something before? It doesn't matter if you felt scared. You may have felt your intuition. You may have felt whatever. You may have felt sad. Any emotion you felt before. It's not a physical thing. It's an invisible thing that you feel. It's a feeling. So all of reality around us has the invisible life force. It's right here, right now. You just can't see it because we're suited in this body. But we can feel it. Now, there's only two ways to do this that you're going to come to. One is to stop thinking. Because what God really is, and what no one can really say, it's really just the feeling of life. It's who you are and what you are. It's not God. It's not even a word. That takes you further from it, actually. So it's a thoughtless state, and it's the feeling of everything. You can feel everything because it's all one feeling. Hello, Davey. So what God really is, and what all this reality is It's a thoughtless state. And when you become thoughtless, you feel your existence. You felt it before. It's who you were before you were a baby. It's who you were when you were a baby. And this is why everyone wants to be a baby again, because they are stuck in their thinking. They think about it. And you are still that baby right now. The life force more so. You are still it right now. And you fundamentally know this. The only thing that keeps you from feeling the life force are your thoughts. It's an attention grabber. So if you can't just go and stop thinking, some people can. And then it takes a certain amount of, you have to have an energy, and it may sound confusing, but to stay in without thinking, yeah, you're gonna try it. I want you to try it. You're gonna need a certain amount of energy to stay in the thoughtless state. That's why a lot of people they can't stay in it. It happens when you go to sleep. Kim Ok. So like if you could stare at something, we'll pick something different. This pole, how long can you stare at this without thinking about anything? Without describing it? And when you have no thoughts, you can see it easily. That's who you really are. You can do this with any object, anytime. I know people don't, they want to see me. So one way is to stop thinking so you can feel it automatically pops up. Basically, when you stop thinking, you merge with God. It's that simple, literally. Now, if you can't just stop thinking, you can become aware of your thoughts and you can watch them and see that you're the one having your thoughts. There's someone, something watching the thoughts. Because you want to slow your mind down till there's nothing on it. And then all the pressure, because the mind is like a weight that keeps you here. People usually stress. Just think about any time you had stress. Like, think about it. It's always been from a thought. So your thoughts are stressing you out. They're a stressor. And so then you're occupied, it's stressing you out. When you die, what happens when you die? Well, you stop thinking. And what death really is a complete relaxation, which is the same thing as God. And you actually begin to become the feeling of life. And you're not anymore stuck in your head. Some people run around their whole life chasing things in their head. Your head is just a never-ending cycle, eventually causing headaches. And what you actually want to search for in your head, you always want to feel something. You want to feel the life that you are. But you can't do it through a thought, through your mind. It's the greatest paradox. And this is why people don't find it. Because it's literally the best feeling in the world. There's nothing better than it. And it's simply right inside of you. Hi, Lux Official. Thank you for the comment about the beard. God bless all you guys. We're usually here every morning, once a day. But the best feeling that you will ever get, and really the only feeling, the fundamental feeling we're all trying to get back to, is nature, which is the thoughtless state. It's very simple. Your thoughts are causing the problems in your life. There's no reason to entertain them, to adore them. Most people have negative thoughts. They have a narration in their mind. And they have a negative self-talk. But it doesn't matter. It's not really you. So thinking really is the problem. And it's so crazy because we're taught to think. We literally everything that you've had an emotion about or stressed about, it's all centered at a thought. All our stress, why people have regrets, they're thinking the same thing. Why people have trauma, because the same thought keeps repeating. This is the USA, Lux. I'm Christian. I'm everything. No matter what you search for, you're always coming back to feeling this life inside of you. Because there is only the life of God in the feeling of reality. Everything else is subpar. Why most people do drugs? They're always searching for something. Why people get addicted to sex? They're searching. They want to feel something. What they're trying to feel and where it originates it comes from inside of them. So what they're trying to obtain is already happening inside of them. Everybody wants to feel the best. They want to feel happiness. That's because you want to feel it. And you don't want to be caught up in the mind. That's what your mind wants. Your mind wants you to let it go, no matter what it's thinking. And it wants you to not resist. It wants to slow down. What I mean by everything, Lux official, if you're still in here, everything is just everything. It only has a name, a form, a description, because we gave it to it. Look at something you've never seen before and watch. You are the awareness of your mind. When you look at something you've never seen before, you just look at it. There's no way to describe it. And this is who you really are when you're looking at it, with no thoughts. So everything really doesn't even exist. Hello, Sava. Everything just has a name or a word, but that's all through the mind. Everything's just sitting there. And we're just seeing it. That's not an animal. I'm not a human being. We just use this as a reference. That's not a house. This isn't clothes. This isn't a beard. That's not a God. Because before all that, you were just seeing it. More so, even more so than seeing it, but also the same, you're feeling it. You're just feeling the life you are. There's no thought about this. And there's nothing to think about. When you have a question, which is fine, kill the question, kill your thinking. Become aware of what you're thinking. And thinking, it leads to more thinking. What is reality? We already went over this, but it's only one sentence. Reality, it's you think, oh, you can tell me what you think, anyone can, but I know what reality is, not because I think, because there's nothing to think about it. You're just getting further away from what it really is. Reality is not a thought. It's all here. It's not something you think about. What reality really is, because what is reality? It's a great question. It is the feel. Reality has a feel, not an emotion. It is actually alive. It is alive. It is an entity. It is its own individual. Oh, wow. They call it God. Okay. They're the same thing. Life, God, everything is the same thing. There's no difference. And reality. Life, God, and reality, and everything, it has a fundamental frequency, vibration that we can feel. You are life. It is, when you're stuck in your mind, you become a different entity. You become separated. It's an illusion. And then you think, oh, I have wants, I have needs, I have desires. But actually, when you stop thinking, you feel the most incredible that you've ever felt your entire life. You feel reality. You become reality itself. You merge with the entity of God. And it's where we're all trying to get to. Because who we really are, as funny as it sounds, we are the thoughtless state, the no thought state. And this is why believing God and having thoughts about reality, it's not going to bring you closer. It's not going to bring you to it. It's going to make you question and ask more questions. It's really just the feel of life. There's nothing outside of you. You can't feel something outside of you. It originates inside. Yeah. So we all and everything in the environment, even God, in all the galaxies, all the aliens, the aliens might not know. And people in different galaxies might not know. It's all just a fundamental feel of being alive. You can write a whole story about reality, You can have as many thoughts as you want. But you'll see, you'll always be eager to know more. You always want to know more. But once you feel the life that's in the whole entire world and in life itself, it doesn't matter if you think about it. You can believe in God, but you actually want to feel it. You want to feel Him. So God is not just a belief, it's actually a feeling. Yeah. So how reality works is through your intuition. You can be in your intuition all the time. But so when you feel something, let's just say you feel to go a certain way, you don't think about it. It basically tugs you. When you feel called to do something in your life, it's not something from your ego, which is your mind. It's actually a calling you feel within deep inside of you. And it will tug at you so you go do it. So the basis of our reality, what is it? What is life? What is life? We're all living life. Well, it's a feeling. So the basis of all reality, when it's decoded or it's coded, it's actually, we live in a feeling-based reality. A feel of life. That's why we can feel everything. We don't live in a thinking-based reality. You're not who you are and who you think you are. Your identity, you just identify with the thoughts that you think you are. When you feel called to do something, I may be called to get on my knees and lick the grass. I may be called to just bite on my shirt. Maybe only for a second. And it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. The world is just judging you. Because they're stuck in their mind. Most of the world is stuck. They don't know what life is. You can do a fun little quiz. Go ask 10 people or 100 people, what is life? And then you'll come back to me and realize, oh, he knows what life is. Not because of thought, because I actually feel it. And life really is, in all of our reality, the basis of it is just the feel. When you feel you don't want to be around someone, you fucking feel it. Most people are naturally repulsive. Not gonna lie, you know so much thing. Yeah. It doesn't matter what I know. The only thing is I feel life, and I feel. All I do is feel. I've been doing it all my life. And so have you. Everyone, this is what everyone is. You feel stuff. But everyone's paying too much attention to their mind. They're living in their mind. Why is somebody afraid to say hi to you? Because they have a thought that's making them afraid. When you live in the mind, you identify through the mind. It's not the actual life. That you are. You are life. Which is a non-thinking entity. And nothing else matters. What anybody says, somebody's thoughts are telling them to do this. Most people, they're trying to control you. They're trying to control you with their mind. Why would someone try to control you? Well, because they don't feel the life inside of them. And they want to feel the life. But they'll never get it through controlling somebody else. You are the greatest thing to ever live. Woo! You've always been alive. And you'll never die. When you feel the life inside of you, you become life itself. If there's any last questions, Uh, we'll be in here tomorrow a lot earlier. Yeah. The thing is, the real you, there's no way to describe it. It's not who you think you are. You just feel. It's whatever you feel like doing. Doesn't matter what you're doing, you feel it. Evil people, why someone gets evil? Because they lost contact with the feeling and they're caught up in their racing mind. And so they bow down to the mind. And while you might have a thought of, like, I don't know, doing something bad, but you don't do it, these people, when they think about something bad, they go do it immediately. See, people are so, when they're in their mind, they only think it's about them. It only matters what they say. Their world only matters. No one else has a world. It's only when you're living in the mind, you get so ugly, so conceived. Really, the reason we're in this earth is to escape our mind. In a place where there's no worries. There's no problems. It's only when you think about it, think about your problems. It's only when you think about worrying. There's nothing to believe. There's only to feel. The greatest thing is the life you are. It's what's keeping you living. Your thoughts aren't keeping you living. So see, when you have no thoughts, and you feel the life force inside of you, search for it. It's a stillness. It's when your mind is blank, a blank space. It's in between your thoughts. And you'll see that, wow, it feels incredible. Whoops. God bless you guys. Thank you all for being here.